when Kyle Hoult was suffering with leukemia, he was approached by Make-A-Wish Foundation. At 6 years old, his first wish was no child should go hungry. So throughout his illness, Kyle would go visit food banks and donate money and food. And when he passed, his family decided to continue in his memory. It's so wonderful to have Kyle's mom, Lorraine Hoult, back on the show with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good.
I know you've been on the show lots of times and around the station
Yes.
lots of times, because
Yes.
how long has it been since we lost Kyle?
22 years.
22 years. And for anybody, tell us a little bit about Kyle.
Well, Kyle was a little guy who really loved being around people. He loved doing the food bank. He loved doing the telethon every year with CHCH. Even when he was well, he would come and help with the telethon. He was somebody who made friends easily, and he had people who were older who were his friends. He helped cancer patients who were adults at the time he had cancer. He always met families on the ward, babies. He loved babies and children. He had lots of friends. He was a kid who wanted to do well in school. He really wanted to do well in school. And he worked really hard because oftentimes he couldn't go to school. So he would work with a tutor and be at home and study as much as he could. So he was a really kind, artistic child.
Well, even at 6 years old, to be asked by the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and there's so many things that you could do. And why that, do you think? Where did that come from? Where did that stem about no child going hungry?
I think part of it, I think, was he saw commercials on TV for, World Vision, and he felt that was, he couldn't understand why children wouldn't be able to have food, because of course whenever he wanted food at home, he got food. So we still support World Vision. We still have children that we support through World Vision. So that was the beginning of it. And then I think also chemotherapy changes your taste buds and changes with steroids and all those things, makes you hungry. And I think that need that he felt, it just multiplied that feel that children, imagine children who couldn't wake up in the middle of the night and say they wanted to eat, and nobody would be able to give them anything.
It's the month of March that you always focus on.
Always March.
Always March, because you lost him in March.
In March, March 29th, 2001.
Okay, so what can people do in this month of March?
Well, in this month of March, the important thing is you can take food to the food bank and drop it off and tell them it's for the Kyle Hoult Memorial Food Drive, or you can donate online, and the money will be used by the food bank to buy foods and things they need. You can check their website. They have a listing of all the things they are in need of right now. There's been an increase, 15% increase in 21 to 22 in families or households using the food bank, which equates to about 4,000 individuals a month, 1,400 families a month that Neighbor to Neighbor is serving. And everything, it's really needed. We need the support.
What's the website?
Neighbor to Neighbor.
Neighbor to Neighbor? Okay, CanadaHelps.org.
CanadaHelps.org would go right to it. But you
it.
can also go to Neighbor to Neighbor, and they have a donate on their button as well.
Thanks for talking about Kyle. Is it hard for you to still talk about Kyle?
No.
Yeah? How old will Kyle be today?
He would be 36.
36.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we're thinking about him today, too.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Lorraine.
Thanks.
More Morning Live on your Thursday coming up after this.
Perfect.